Darling, you've got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? If you say that you'll be mine, stay here till the end of time. So come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, there will be trouble. If I stay, it will be double. So come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Hey everybody, welcome to RPM Rock and Pop Mandolin, your destination for learning classic rock and pop songs on this wonderful little 8-string instrument. Well, yes, that was me singing or trying to sing and play the Clash's classic song, Should I Stay or Should I Go? Please pardon my vocals. I'm not really a singer. I'm a mandolin player. So hope you enjoyed that little intro. But I wanted to show you how it works with the vocals because it's a really fun song to play on this instrument. The Clash's Should I Stay or Should I Go is the topic, the focus of this week's RPM lesson. But first, before we get into that lesson, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, if you're new here, thanks very much for checking us out. I hope you enjoy what you're finding here on RPM. But please, before you go, hit that little red subscriber button down there in the lower right corner. It really helps to continue with the work that we're doing on mandolin tutorial lessons for classic rock and pop songs. If you've already subscribed to this channel, we thank you so much for your support. We've really gotten a lot of support over the last few months, so thank you very much. If you'd like to support us even a little bit more, how about becoming a patron or a sponsor of this channel? And you can do that for as low as $2 a month on our Patreon page. The link is down below. If you become a patron or a sponsor of this page, you can really help this channel to grow. And you can also gain access to some exclusive videos that I'll be posting over there on lessons and tuning and equipment reviews that I won't be putting on this channel, which is exclusively for mandolin song tutorials. So check out our Patreon page and consider becoming a patron of RPM. But now, without further waiting, without further clash, well, I guess we will be getting more clash. It's Should I Stay or Should I Go for mandolin. Okay, we're getting set to zoom in on the Clash's Should I Stay or Should I Go? A really simple song for you. Basically, 3 or 4 chords throughout the entire song, and they repeat from the verses to the chorus parts of the song. So really easy for you to get those 4 chords down. And, you know, the only difference really is the rhythmic patterns from the verses to the choruses, and I'll show you that in a minute. So let's look at the verses. The chords are... right? Darling, you've got to let me know. Right there's only 2 chords. It's D to G to D. And the strumming pattern goes... I'm using all downstrokes. You could do alternate picking if you like, but I find it works better with just downstrokes there. So, right, that's D, G, G, D. And at the beginning of the song, Mick Jones or Joe Strummer, whoever's playing the guitar part at the beginning of this song, puts in a couple of little extras like this. So, and those are just ghost notes, right? It's just muted ghost notes on the guitar, and it's easy to count. I count like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the second time, he does a little, right, little hammer-on from the C to the D. That's 3rd fret of the A string right there, and then 5th fret of the A string. So the opening part of the song, one more time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. All right, so those are the main first 2 chords in the verses. The next part of the verse has a similar rhythmic pattern, but it goes from G to an F, okay? So, like that, okay? again, the same strumming pattern, but G to F. And once again, just like the other two chords, I'm using open chord voicings in this song because I find the open chords work better than using closed chords. For example, that part, you could play G to F like this, right? It just doesn't work for me in this song. It doesn't sound as authentic to the Clash version of the song where you use those open chords. So once again, the beginning, D to G, then the next part, G to F, then back to the D to G again. All right, and finally you end the verses on an A. Okay, so what did I do on that A chord? Well, I pounded that A chord until right at the end when I added the 7th note there. I made it an A7 chord right at the end, all right? And you can do that like this. Just pound these two strings right there, which are the second frets of both the G and the D string right there. And use one finger, use a bar on those two notes right there. And just play those two notes at first, okay? So the first part, you're hammering right there, you're sort of pounding that, and then finally at the end, you're adding these two fingers to create the 7th chord voicing at the end. So this is the 4th fret of the A string and the 3rd fret of the E string. That's actually your 7th, your G in the A scale. So like that, just right at the end to give it that 7th chord flavor that the Clash uses in the original version. Okay, those are the verses for you in this song. Pretty simple, only a few chords. The same chords are utilized in the chorus part, except you don't stop between the phrases. You just keep going. So, okay, so what did I do there? Well, exactly the same, the D to the G, except this is the rhythm pattern that I'm using here. So it's like one longer note there, and there. So, like that. And here I'm using alternate picking now, okay? So I'm back and forth with my right hand like this. And then chord change, G, F, again, right? G to F again, and then back to D, to G, right? And then finally that A again. You want to build that note up there, right? And then, and that's just, so that's just D, and a couple of times on the G, a couple of extra beats on the G there, so like that. And that's the way that the song ends. And that is the Clash's Should I Stay or Should I Go? A fairly simple song for you to learn on the mandolin. You'll like the right-hand strumming, though, on the chorus parts. That's cool to get your fingers around. It's a fun song to play and a fun song to sing as well. If you want to jam on it with your friends. I hope you enjoyed this lesson today, this tutorial. If you did and you're new here, please hit that subscriber button down there in the lower right corner. If you are not new here, if you are a regular visitor of RPM, thank you very much for your continued support. And if you'd like to support us a little bit more, please check out our Patreon page. Consider becoming a patron or a sponsor or a VIP of RPM. And you'll open up some new perks that are not available here on this channel, some new lessons and so on. Thanks very much for tuning in to RPM. Once again, my name is Mike DeJong, and this is Rock and Pop Mandolin.